It's time for the show that engages with people of the combat sports world. And now, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed combat sports show champion of the world, Flash Knockdown.
Okay, so we now take a look at your most recent fight that took place only last month when you faced Harry Hall at UKFC 14 in Preston. Did you watch back his only fight at UKFC 10? And if so, what was your assessment of your opponent?
Not at all, mate. With absolute honesty, not at all. And that's not because I think I'm the dog's bollocks or I think I'm this, I'm that. But that's genuine because I know if I'm well prepared, I know I'm a problem for all these heavyweights. I know I'm a big problem. And the longer I'm in this game and the more I'm in the gym learning of the other people that have been training longer than me is what people will see. I'll replicate what I'm doing in the gym in that cage, and people will find out very soon. No doubt they'll find out very soon about me.
Wow. Is that something that you'll keep doing moving forwards, not watch any footage?
No, I will. Of course,
Okay.
I will. Do you know what I mean? I'll be a donut not to watch my opponent and see what he does. And I watch a lot of fights. I watch a lot of tapes, you know, from the Willie Peps to the Canelos. I watch a lot of fights. So I'm very educated in the art of war. So yeah, I will always watch fighters and watch my opponents. But I just felt like with this one, I felt like I had a chip on my shoulder. And I felt like this one needed to prove to people that 6'6" means nothing to me. 7'6", whatever it is, it don't mean anything to me. And wait till people see me strike and not just take people down. They'll understand why I'm gonna make a lot of noise in this game for sure.
Okay, well, talking about noise, it was a complete opposite.
Yeah.
And this is a question that I've been dying to ask you ever since I watched it.
Yeah.
So you walked out to the cage with no music. I remember watching that event live, and that moment gave me chills. What was the thinking behind that? Please.
Well, what happened is I did have a song.
Ah, okay.
And I got my USB stick, and one of my good friends that I call Little Dan trains at the gym. Fantastic fighter, amazing fighter. And one day people know about him too. But anyways, he sorted out the music for me. And I went to the DJ and he told me he couldn't play my song, but he gave me an option whether I wanted any of his music. I said, you know what? F it. I ain't coming out to no music. And he said, are you sure? He said, are you sure? And my pal said, are you sure you don't want to come out to it? I said, I don't want to come out to nothing. Forget it. I was so irritated by the fact that they couldn't find it. I thought, you know what? I ain't coming out to nothing. So I came out, but you couldn't quite see it at the start, but I came out to my beats. And then I took it off and I heard nothing, but it almost, I could still play the song in my head. It's a weird thing that I can still do. And I used to do that playing football, where I could keep a song in my head for so long. I could keep repeating it. And it was just like that, to be fair. What do I need music for? I go in there, the song stops and I got a scrap. What do we actually need the music for? To motivate us for 15 to 20 seconds.
29,
do you know
actually.
Do you know what I mean? 29 seconds to motivate us for the minute that we got in there. You know, so they don't mean anything to me, this music stuff. Don't get me wrong, I would have liked to, but at the time I felt that it was needed to prove a point that I don't need all of these outside noises to motivate me. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be me and him locked in there. So who gives a shit?
So would you do that again?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
That's your thing. That's your thing now. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Bruv,
I'll keep it up.
That was scary.
Yeah.
That was like watching The Undertaker.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bruv. That gave me chills. I knew already. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done. Because that's a different mindset. You feel me?
Well, like I like to say a lot, we are truly in there it really is modern day gladiators, you know, and a lot of fighters say it because it sounds cool, but it truly is. One man has to leave. One man's going to leave there unhappy. One man's going to leave there happy, you know. And if it could happen the opposite way round, the other person will take it. So it's really free for all in there. Whoever's game plan works. Whoever doesn't. And that's why I truly love this sport, because we really find out who really is the man in there. You know, we will find out who's the man in there. And, you know, a lot of people, it sounds cool to do it, but when you're truly in there and you got to look at another man in his eyes, then we really see how bad you really are. Do you know what I mean? So I love to test people and see how tough are you really. You know, it's easy to sit at home and chat shit to your missus and say you're gonna do this and that. But when it's time to go to the 2 p.m. meetings before the fights and the nerves start building up and your coach is doing your hand wraps, you know, it's a different world. So I love it. Yeah.
I know you do. I can tell.
Yeah.
And I have to ask Abraham, what was the song?
Pot of Paper.
Okay, I'm not
Pot
familiar.
of Paper. A rapper from East London. Rap Pot of Paper for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Pot of Paper.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you very much for that, Abraham. So as the fight starts, you catch his low leg kick, taking him down and into mounts, landing with some nasty ground and pounds, winning via TKO in 29 seconds. You made a real statement that night. Can you sense the extra attention that you're now getting?
My thing is with football, I love relating it back to football, but a lot of this reminds me of football, and that's why I keep relating it back to. But with football, I had a bit of hype, you know. I wasn't going to be the next Rooney or the next Cristiano Ronaldo, but I had the hype, you know, the local hype. Yeah, this kid's good at football. Yeah. Trust me, have a look at him. You know, that type of hype. So coming in this, I always told myself, don't believe in that bullshit. Because hype is also mistaken for crowd following. You know, just following what everyone else is saying. Oh yeah, he's good. Oh yeah, he's good. Yeah, no, he's actually good. But when the journey actually started, and I'm at training, and I'm getting single leg by Farouk, and I'm getting teeped to the stomach by Lerone. Do you know what I mean? No one's asking me how's training then. but when it's time to fight and I've won the fight, everyone wants to be a part of it. So I don't believe in that bullshit. It's all nonsense to me.
Fair enough.
You know, a lot of my favorite fighters believed in the hype, and look what happened to them. So
true.
I try not to get involved in too much of that, to be fair.
Yeah, keep level-headed.
Yeah, 100%.
Keep your feet to the ground and listen to your coach and listen to your coaches.
Yeah, 100%. Always.
Yeah. Do you feel the pressure now to perform, because everyone now is expecting a performance from you?
Not at all.
No.
I'll again. I picked myself up, put my shinies in my bag, put my head guards in my bag, put my MMA gloves in my bag. I'm the one that went to the gym on my own. No one held my hand and told me you should do this, or actually, I think you could do this. So whatever I decide to do in there is off my own choice. So I don't worry about what people want me to do. Whatever happens in there will happen, and my goal is to win. And if I win, I win. If I don't, I'll pick my shoes up and I'll get back up and I'll do what I need to do. The goal will remain the same, no doubt.
This conversation is fire, boy. I tell you, you've already got that champion mindset.
Yeah.
I love the way you talk, man.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Very refreshing.
Yeah.
So what's your assessment so far, Abraham, of your MMA career?
Still learning. Still chapter one. Still chapter one. I'm not close. I'm not even halfway. You know, I'm still 25. Heavyweights don't peak till they're about 50. So do you know what I mean? It's a dinosaur sport in the game I'm in. So, you know, really, I've got 5 years really to our peak, maybe even 7. So I've got a long way to go, and with the people around me, they'll make sure that I keep myself grounded and stay humble on this journey for sure.
Yeah, and the last thing that you lose is your power.
100%.
That's the last thing that goes.
Last thing that you lose is your power for sure.
That's right. Yeah. Cool. And what do you hope to achieve in the amateurs before you move to the pros?
Mate, I don't care. But honestly, I don't care. I'm just, tell me who I'm fighting, I'll fight them. You know, tell me what's next, I'll fight them. Tell me when to do it, I'll fight them. Everything is about gaining experience while I can. So if Carl turns around and tells me you got another 6 fights, all right, we've got another 6 fights. If he tells me, you know what, you're having 2 more, then you turn pro, cool, we're turning pro. I believe I'm ready for whatever. It's just being humble, taking things in, never thinking I'm the best, never thinking I'm all that, because there's always someone better. There's always someone that's at a higher level than me right now. So when my time comes, I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm ready for Francis Ngannou, because I'm not. Because I'm not. I'm not ready for Francis. There's a process to this game. Same way there was a process with football. So I'm just going to wait. My time will come. And when my time comes, people will definitely know about me, no doubt.
Damn, I'm telling you, boy. Jeez, you need to do more of these interviews, man. I'm telling you, you're a natural.
Mate,
Or you should be on the other
surprised.
side.
I don't even like talking, mate.
For real?
Like when I'm in the gym, I don't like. Don't get me wrong. I have love for all the boys and girls, but once I step on that mat, why are we speaking? Like, why are we speaking? This ain't a social club. This is my life in here. Really, this is my life. So yeah, you'll be surprised.
Look at that. Damn, I'm telling you. So how far do you feel you can go in MMA, Abraham?
I believe I can go all the way. I know I can go all the way. It's going to be a hard way for sure. It's not going to be easy. I might come through a lot of adversity, but regardless, I always believe that what I'm set out to do is inevitable. I've been given a second chance to do something. I ain't gonna let this one go, no doubt. I ain't gonna let this one go.
Amazing. And when can we expect you back in action? If I remember rightly, I don't think you took any damage in your last fight, did you?
No. My hand was pretty swollen, actually, to be fair.
Oh, really?
My hand was pretty swollen. Yeah.
Too much of that.
Yeah,
too much of
that, mate. Too much of that.
Goodness me. Goodness me.
I'm still recovering from that, but no, patch it up. Do you know what I mean? Patch it up, wrap it back up, and we'll go again. I believe, I'm not too sure how long I'll be down in London for. Hopefully, I can make a move by the end of this week. But if not, I just gotta keep ticking over. And when I'm back, ready, I'll train my arse off and get myself in the best shape I know I can get.
Yeah. Do you have your eye on any particular cards? Like Celtic Gladiator in September?
Yeah. I think it'll be a September card.
Yeah, September.
I believe it will be. Yeah.
Celtic Gladiator 30. I think that's in Stoke, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It's in Stoke. Cool.
Yeah.
Good. And last question, Abraham, before we move on to your flash fives, is anyone or any prospects at your gym that we should be watching closely?
Yeah. Well, I would love to pick one.
Okay, please.
Because there's not one. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of us. There's a lot of us. There's too many names to name. If you've ever come, if you ever get the chance to come to the gym and see some of these young lions, then you'll know that I can't just sit here and just pick one. So I would say Manchester top team has the prospects. Let's say that we have the prospects, the whole gym.
Okay, that's a good answer, man. Yeah. You're a good teammate. I like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Now you're right. There is a ton of prospects in fairness. There really is.
Yeah, there's a lot.
We could be here all day.
Yeah,
I agree.
Sure.
Okay, so Abraham, we now move on to the final segment of the show, and I just want to thank you once more for your time. Mm-hmm. So I will ask you the following 5 questions, and Abraham, you just very simply give me your best answer. All good, bro?
Yeah, sweet, man.
Cool. So first one, Abraham, who would you love to compete against, either dead or alive? Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez.
You know, even though he's to me, he's the best heavyweight of all time, and is my favorite heavyweight of all time, and probably my favorite fighter of all time. But just to experience that sensational pressure would be the turning point of Floyd and Canelo for me.
Yeah.
So it's just to see that and feel that. Well, DC too, because they're similar, aren't they?
Yeah.
So those two for sure. To no doubt, those two.
And do you have a favorite Kane moment or Kane fight?
What, Musa?
No, Kane
Cain
Velasquez.
Velasquez. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
any.
What? Brock Lesnar.
That was ridiculous.
Brock Lesnar.
That
Outrageous.
Outrageous. If anyone
Outrageous.
wants to understand that
Yeah.
size in MMA
Doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean it's that fight.
Well, he showed that.
Use pimples again. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
he showed me that you could have the hardest punch in the world. You could be super strong. You could deadlift the world, but I will break you, and that's what he showed.
Yeah.
And I that's what I believe. As a heavyweight, that's how you take over the ultimate pressure for sure.
Yeah, great fight. I forgot about that one. I thought you were going to say his fights against JDS.
Nah. Those were good fights.
They were good fights.
He put on a sensational performance, but when you look at the size difference between the both of them, for a blind person, you'd think, yeah, Brock Lesnar is eating him alive.
Correct.
And he showed different, so definitely that fight.
Damn, nice answer. I'm glad I asked you that one. Your ideal way to finish an opponent?
My ideal weight?
No, your ideal way
to
finish.
Okay.
Yeah, your ideal way. Knockout, head kick, submission.
KO.
Job done.
Job done. One hit quitter.
That's it.
Can't be a heavyweight and not want to throw a one hit quitter.
True. It's true. Yeah, that's part and parcel.
Yeah. 100%.
Good.
100%.
The best combat sports fight you've ever seen, Abraham?
Oh, you put me on the spot here, mate. John Jones versus Gustafsson.
You can't argue with that one.
John Jones versus
You can't argue with that one.
Yeah, John Jones versus Gustafsson. Yeah.
Great fight.
Or I would, I'd put Usman and Covington in that as well.
That was also a great fight, and that's the rematch is coming. I think is it in November? I think in November. Yeah, that was also a great fight.
Yeah.
I think stopped a little bit prematurely by Mark Goddard, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Who you got in the rematch? Usman again?
With all honesty, I like Cody.
Yeah.
Now people will say, yeah, he's a twat, etc. But in terms of him, he is. But in terms of him as a fighter, he the pressure he puts on people is silly.
Yeah.
So I quite
ridiculous.
That type of style. I love that style. Ultimate pressure with a bit of slickness behind it. You know that I love that style all day long. But I'd say Usman. I think he's at a different level right now.
Yeah.
He's at a different level right now.
I agree. I think when they fought the first time, I think the levels were quite similar.
Yeah.
But Usman, he's capitalized. He's
100%.
Yeah, he's at a different level.
He's got much better each fight.
That's what I'm saying. He's capitalized big time. Yeah, I agree. Well, again, great answer. So 2 more. What superpower would you choose to have, Abraham?
Super speed.
Speed, yeah.
Speed.
To make it even faster than what you already are.
Well, with speed, it's almost killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I could pretty much move as fast as I could fly. I could run as fast into a bank without you seeing me. Many other things. Speed all day long, man. Speed. I'll take speed all day long. Speed kills. Speed kills. Right.
Yeah. As they said, it's the ones that you don't see that hurts the most.
Yeah, 100%.
Good answer. 100%. Very good answer. And then the final one, Abraham, before we close the show, the best finish to a fight you've seen.
Donald Cerrone versus who's the guy that he head kicked?
He's known for his head kicks now. Oh, you're putting me on the spot now.
And he did that little combination. He did that little combination and knocked him out.
Nah, I can't remember.
Oh, I'd even give even better. Francis versus Alistair Overeem.
Oh,
took his soul.
That was
took his soul.
Insane. That was an insane knockout.
Insane.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say that, to be fair.
Okay, I need to know about the Donald Cerrone one. How long ago was the Cerrone one? Was it recent or
good 3 years ago?
It was a good minute.
Good 3-4 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, he's good. I mean, he's.
How many head kicks has he had?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's very famous for his head kick. So I will check that out and include that on the show. Okay, but that Francis punch, he sent Overeem to another planet.
Another planet.
Yeah.
Another planet from the bat, mate. After the first connection, it was done.
Scary.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's us done now, Abraham. Thank you for being such a great guest. And how did you enjoy the experience of the show?
Sick, mate. Sick.
You liked it?
Yeah. Beautiful. Sick, mate.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Abraham. And thank you again for coming on. And I wish you all the very best. Thank you. I wish you all the very best in the future. And I look forward to having you back on, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course, mate. Of course. Anytime.
I love it. And thank you to the viewers for joining Abraham and I on episode 20 of Flash Knockdown. And in the words of Bruce Buffer, the show that engages with people of the combat sports world. Thank you to everyone, and thank you to Abraham.
Thank you, mate. Pleasure.
Thank you.